A great prophet once foretold the coming of a legend. He spake of a kind of alchemy, the magical union of fruity aromas and big bitterness, sealed in a metal safe for the lucky few. But the perfect juicy banger is yet to be found. Then, in December 2014, 4 brave middle-class white people took on that challenge. A challenge only attempted dozens of times before by better qualified people than them. One thought she had found it in Canada, another in London. But they were mistaken. Their only hope was to brew it themselves. Using ancient knowledge and long-lost ingredients, they brewed a beer with more hops, more malts, and more grapefruit than any beer had ever known. And they basically failed.
Hi guys, welcome to the Craft Beer Channel in a very windy Camden Town. The time has finally come. The Grapefruit IPA, the juicy banger, is ready, which means we'll all stop bloody tweeting about it. This is the first time we have tried this beer, which is about to blow out of my glass. So we're all going to try it on one and then say what we think. Okay? Okay.
I'm going to get the aroma first, Johnny, because that's how you taste beer.
Do you want this video to last forever?
Ow.
There is loads of grapefruit.
That is bitter.
So much grapefruit.
It's juicy. It tastes juicy.
It tastes like a juicy banger chip, and it's not too sweet, which is my one big qualm about American IPAs. I find them to be rather on the overly malty, super sweet side, and this is super dry and bitter, it's still not a lager.
It's really rounded out. The grapefruit flavour's not too dominant. It's like balanced nicely by the orange that we hoped the Amarillo was going to provide, and so it's quite a round flavour. All the grapefruit has gone straight into the finish, and it's just really dry and like so refreshing.
The malt is a big backbone, but it's got this huge wave of the citrus flavours we wanted, but it's rounded and juicy and clean. I think the yeast has really attenuated the flavours well, and then it's like that pithy bitterness at the back of the mouth. But it's astringent but drying, and it makes you want to drink more, which is kind of dangerous because it turned out a bit stronger than we intended.
Yeah, well, it's a 7.2. It's got that. It has got sweetness, but not a cloying sweetness. It's not sugary, and then the bitterness just lasts forever.
It's on the bitter side of balance, but from 4 people here that love bitter beer, this is like. I think it should be brewed as a core beer by Camden. I think it could do really well.
Pretty much. You hear that, Camden? Well, that's what we think. What we're going to do is, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out and find out what everyone else that's come along tonight thinks of this beer and whether they think it should go on the main kit. So from me, Matt, Chris and Sophia, bang you.
Bang you!
So having said I was going to go around and speak to people and see what they thought of it, the beer sold out. And I thought I could lie to you guys and get somebody holding a nice light beer and they could rave about it, but that didn't really pan out either. Sorry guys, what do you think of the juicy banger?
Fucking delicious.
I think it's fucking delicious.
So all I can say is thank you so much to everyone that came down. It was not quite right, I think. I think it was a little bit too bitter. I think that it could do with being aged for a little bit longer. But it had a real, genuine grapefruitiness, not like a Cascade, oh, it smells like grapefruit. It genuinely smelled of grapefruit, almost confusingly if you were blindfolded. And that's what we were hoping for. And with the little tweaks, hopefully we'll end up on the main kit. So all I have to say is, from a very windy Camden, thanks for joining us. And maybe one day the Juicy Banger will be on the roster for Camden Town. Cheers.